Ever heard of a prince whose fate was sealed the moment he was born? Not by a wicked witch's curse, but by his own mother's tragic love story. This is the tale of Prince John, the boy who was doomed from the start. Our story begins not with John, but with his mother, the beautiful and intelligent Queen Joanna of Castile. Joanna was madly in love with her husband, Philip the Handsome. And when I say madly, I mean it. Their love was a whirlwind of passion and jealousy, a real-life soap opera in the royal court of Spain. Joanna's devotion to Philip was so intense, so all-consuming, that it became her entire world. But this epic romance had a dark side. Philip, true to his name, was handsome and charming, but also a notorious womanizer. His constant flirtations and affairs drove Joanna to the brink of despair. Her jealousy wasn't just suspicion. It was fueled by Philip's very public indiscretions. She followed him everywhere, through public fits, and her emotional state became increasingly fragile. The court whispered that the queen was losing her mind, and they started calling her Joanna the Mad. Then tragedy struck. Philip died suddenly at the young age of 28. For Joanna, it was the end of the world. Her grief was as intense as her love had been. Legend says she refused to leave his side, even as his body began to decay. She traveled with his coffin across Spain, opening it periodically to gaze upon his face, convinced he would wake up. Her behavior solidified her reputation as the Mad Queen, and her own father saw an opportunity. He declared her mentally unfit to rule and locked her away in a remote castle. This is where our doomed prince, John, enters the picture. He was born just months before his father's death, the youngest of 6 children. But while his siblings were sent off to be raised in other royal courts, little John was kept with his grieving mother in her gilded cage. For the first few years of his life, his only companion was a mother consumed by sorrow, a woman who rarely spoke and was lost in her own world of memories and heartbreak. Imagine being a child whose only window to the world is through the eyes of someone in deep, unending mourning. He was raised in the shadow of a ghost, the ghost of his father, Philip. John grew up in isolation, deprived of a normal childhood, education, and social interactions. He was a prince with no kingdom, a son with a mother who was physically present, but emotionally a million miles away. He was dressed in black, just like his mother, as a constant reminder of the father he never knew and the grief that defined their existence. He wasn't allowed to play, to learn, or to experience any of the joys of being a child. His mother's obsession became his reality. As he got older, his grandfather, the king, finally intervened. But it was too little, too late. Tutors were sent, but the years of neglect had taken their toll. John was described as shy, melancholic, and ill-prepared for the world outside his mother's chambers. He was a pawn in a political game, his well-being an afterthought to the power struggles of the adults around him. The story of Prince John is a heartbreaking reminder of how the tragedies of one generation can echo into the next. He wasn't cursed by magic, but by circumstance. His fate was sealed by his mother's obsessive love, his father's early death, and the political ambitions of his relatives. He was the forgotten prince, a footnote in his mother's dramatic story. A boy who never had a chance to be anything other than the son of Joanna the Mad. What do you think? Was John's fate inevitable? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden stories from history.